Good afternoon, students. Welcome back to science class on the chapter motion. Yesterday we had discussed about distance, displacement, and speed. Today we should study what is average speed. While traveling from one place to another place, you can't maintain the same speed. For example, just imagine you are traveling from point A to point B. Okay. See, in your vehicle, it will show say 50 kilometer per hour. Speedometer. Okay, we call it as a speedometer. And the distance traveled, you can see in one box, right? So it will measure. So we call it as odometer, which measures the distance. Okay, and this is 40, 60, and 30, 70 like this. Okay, so now just imagine. So you can't maintain the same speed from starting point to ending point. Okay, you can't maintain the same speed while traveling from one point or one place to another place. Okay, why? See, because of some while traveling, you have to face some obstacles. So first one, due to the road humps, yeah, you should reduce your speed. And some while traveling, some animals enter into the road. At that time, you have to reduce your speed. Okay, so at sharp turns, at that time also you have to reduce your speed, so you can't maintain the same speed. Then we can't use that word called speed means what? For example, just imagine one object, it will travel from A to B. And remember, here we are studying motion in a straight line. Okay, we are studying motion in a straight line only, so here we should consider everything in a straight line only. Okay, if the road is like this, not like that, is we call it a sharp turn, that is second. Okay, so now just imagine here, see one object is traveling and its speed is 60 kilometer per hour. 60 kilometer per hour. I will say that speed, that object traveled A to B and its speed is 60 kilometer per hour. So if you use that word 60 kilometer per hour, which means then that vehicle, it should maintain each and every part here up to that ending point of that end point. Okay, it should maintain with the same speed, which means in your speedometer from starting to ending, that the needle, it should show 60 only. Okay, everywhere here, then only we can use that word speed. It is difficult to maintain the same speed. Okay, for that we use average speed. Okay, see here. See, average speed means the total distance traveled divided by total time taken. So now here, this is A, and see this is B, and this is C, this is D, and this is E. Okay, see here, one object, it will cover, see the distance here to here 6 meter, and this is 8 meter, this is 12 meter, and this is 10 meter. Okay, so now just first one object, okay, it will cover the 6 meter in 3 seconds, and this in 2 seconds, and here 4 seconds, and once again it will cover in 5 seconds. Okay. So now, see, average speed means the total distance traveled in a total time taken. Okay, to calculate average speed, we have formula average speed equal to total distance traveled divided by total time taken. Okay, so listen here. So now, what is the speed from A to B? Right? What is the speed? Speed equal to distance by time taken. So what is the distance from A to B? That is 6 times 3, so 2 meter per second. Here the speed is 2 meter per second. Then what is the distance from B to C? B to C is 8 divided by 4, that is 4 meter per second. So here speed is 4 meter per second. Then what is the speed from C to D? So 12 by 3, 12 by 4, is equals to 3 meter per second. Okay, here speed is from C to D, the speed is 3 meter per second. Next, what about D to E? D to E is 10 divided by 5. Okay, so 2 meter per second. The speed from D to E is 2 meter per second. Okay. Now, see here. Speed A to B, the speed is 2 meter per second, B to C is 4 meter per second, then C to D is 3 meter per second, then D to E is 2 meter per second. So here while traveling from A to B, that object changes its speed. Okay, first 2 to 4, then 4 to 3, then 3 to 2. Okay, we don't know due to some reasons, because some road arms or somehow due to some obstacles. Okay, but here which one? See here you can't use that word speed. So which one you will select? Whether you select 2 meter per second. If you select 2 meter per second, then what about these speeds? Okay, so that's why in this case we use average speed. Average speed means total distance traveled in total time taken. Okay, so now first, what is the total distance? See here, total is first A to B 6 plus B to C, 6 plus 8 14. Okay, then here 14 plus 2 6, that is 26. Okay, next here 26 plus 10 36. So total distance is 36. Okay, next 3 plus 2 5, total time 3 plus 2 5, 5 plus 4 9, 9 plus 5 40. Okay, so now this is 2 7s are 2 18s are, then 18 by 7. So dividing 7 2s are 14, 4 is remaining, then 7 5s are 35, 5 is remaining, and one side is 0, 7 7 sevens are 49. Okay, so we can say that average speed is 2.57 meter per second. See here, the average estimate of average speed is also meter per second. Why? Because we measure, see, distance, total distance, nothing but distance, right? We measure distance in meter and time in seconds. Okay, so that's why average speed is 2.57 meter. Okay, now we can take it as a 2.7, no problem. See here, then what is the meaning? See that object. Okay, see if I say the average speed is 2.57 meter, which means the object, okay, while traveling, that object sometimes increased speed, sometimes decreased, sometimes increased, sometimes decreased, but the average speed is 2.57. See here, from start, see if I say average speed is 2.57, which means from starting to ending, that that object will not maintain this speed. Okay, see this, if you see average speed, which means maybe that object traveled less than this speed or greater than this speed. Okay, this is the average speed. Means what? No need to travel in this speed only, 2.57 only. Okay, while traveling, if you say for example average speed is 6 meter per second, which means that object traveled less than, with the speed maybe 4 meter per second or 5 meter per second, and sometimes its speed increases, say 7 meter per second or 8 meter per second, we don't know. Okay, clear? If you heard what, if you hear the average speed is 10 meter per second, which means maybe that object traveled less than this speed and greater than this speed. The average speed is 10 meter per second. Here, just observe here. You know that object, see here, it doesn't travel using this speed, right? First it traveled 2 meter per second, then 4 meter per second, then 3 meter per second, then 2 meter per second. Okay, you can't see this speed 2.57. Okay, but if you take the average from A to E, so that is 2.5 meter per second, which means instead of traveling first see, for example, first it will travel 2 meter per second, 4 meter per second, 3 meter per second, then 2 meter per second. Just imagine it will take A to E. It will say, just imagine it will take 15 seconds to reach from A to E using this speed. Okay. See, if you travel like this, first 2 meter per second, then 4 meter per second, then 3 meter per second, then 2 meter per second. Okay. After 50 seconds, you will reach E. Just imagine. Instead of traveling what 2, 4, 3, 2, if you travel with the 2.57 meter per second from starting point to ending point, means without changing your speed. Without changing your speed, if you travel in this speed, then also it will take 15 seconds only. Will take 15 seconds only. Okay. If you travel 2 meter per second, 4 meter per second, 3 meter per second, then 2 meter per second. Okay. Just you will take 15 seconds to reach from A to E. Instead of traveling with these speeds, if you travel with this speed 2.57 meter per second from starting to ending point, you will take the same time. Okay. Clear? So what is average speed? So average speed means it is the total distance traveled in the total time taken. See here, if I say the speed from A to B is 2 meter per second. Here also, see, from A to B, the distance covered by that object is 6 meter in 3 seconds. Here also that object it should maintain the same speed. Here, 2 meter per second. Then only we use the speed covered by that object from A to B is 2 meter per second. Okay. So, in your vehicle, while traveling, sometimes it will show 60 kilometer per hour, sometimes it will show for 50 kilometer per hour. Maybe just imagine you are traveling with the speed 60 kilometer per hour. Maybe after 5 seconds, your speed reduces to from 60 to say 40. Okay, after 2 seconds, after 5 seconds, you will increase your speed from 40 to 80. Okay, see, actually in your vehicle while traveling in your vehicles, you can see that speed, right? So that speed is instantaneous speed. Okay, what is that? Instantaneous speed. See, for example, you are traveling, that needle it is showing 60 kilometer per hour in your bus. Just need to say in your car, you are traveling, you are inside the car, you are driving a car, and that needle is showing 60 kilometer per hour, which means, see, speed of that car at that time is 60. We don't know. See, sometime back maybe its speed is 40 or 50 or maybe 20. We don't know. But what you are seeing speed in your vehicle while traveling at the present time, so that speed is at that moment only. At that moment only. Maybe later maybe its speed changes or before maybe its speed changed. We don't know. What you see in your vehicle, okay, that is at that time only. That speed is at that time only. So that's why we call it as a instantaneous speed. Okay. So now I'll put on small problem related to average speed. An object travels 16 meter in 16 meter in 4 seconds, and then another 16 meter, another 16 meter in 2 seconds. What is the average speed what is the average speed What is the average speed of the object? Speed of the object. See here. Okay. See, an object travels 16 meter in 4 seconds, and then another 16 meter in 2 seconds. So what is the speed of the object? See, initially it will cross 16 meter in 4 seconds. So now here speed is different, and here also speed is different. Okay. Now, so here we need average speed. What is the formula? Average speed equal to total distance traveled divided by total time taken. Okay, total distance traveled divided by total time taken. So now what is the total distance? So total first 16 meter, then 16 meter. So total distance 16 plus 16. Then what is the total time? Total time is 2 seconds. So 4 plus 2. 16 plus 16, 32. Then 4 plus 2, 6. Okay. What is the answer? So 6 ones are 6 3s are 6 5s are 13. Okay, so then you get 5.33 meter per second. 5.33 meter per second. See, first calculate what is the speed here. See here 16 by 4. I am calculating just the speed only. Speed equal to 4, that is 4 meter per second. Initially its speed is 4 meter per second, and later its speed is 8. Initially 4 meter per second, then 8 meter per second. Okay, here that vehicle changed its speed, right, from 4 to 8. Just imagine if you travel with 4 meter per second, then you travel with 8 meter per second. Okay, you will complete the whole journey say in 10 seconds. In 10 seconds. Just imagine, okay, in 10 seconds. Instead of traveling first 4 meter per second, then 8 meter per second, if you travel with this speed, 5 from starting to ending, if you travel with this speed 5.33, okay, then also you will take 10 seconds only. Okay, so what is average speed? If you see, average speed is 10 meter per second, which means that object while traveling, maybe its speed is less than 10 meter per second, and its speed is increased greater than 10 meter per second, but the average speed is 10 meter per second. Okay, so this is about average speed. So next to move to velocity. Velocity. Yes. See here, one object is traveling from one place to another place with speed say 5 meter per second. One object is traveled. I don't know whether that object traveled from A to B or B to A. Just I will say what is the speed is 5 meter per second. If we say one object traveled from A to B with the speed of 5 meter per second, clearly we can say that after this journey, that position of that object is at B. Okay, just I will say speed is 5 meter per second. So where is the position of the object? Whether it is A or whether B, we don't know. Correct? So at that time, so we'll go with the velocity. Okay, which velocity which gives the clear information about that motion. Okay, so velocity means it is a displacement covered by an object in a given time. So velocity is the displacement covered by an object in a given time. Okay. Here. So velocity is a displacement covered by a moving object in a given time. Okay. is equals to displacement divided by time taken. Okay, so this is velocity. Means, for example, see here. Now this is south and this is north. So now I will say velocity is 3 meter per second. While saying velocity, you have to mention the direction also. Clear? You have to mention the direction. So now I will say one object that traveled 3 meter per second towards north. So we can say that after a journey, that position of or the position of that object is, say this is A and this is B. Position of the object is at B. If you so here while saying velocity, we have to use the direction also. Means from which side to which side that object is moving. For that we use velocity. Okay. For example, say velocity is 5 meter per second towards east. Then velocity is 10 meter per second towards south. Velocity is 2 meter per second towards north, which means that object is moving with the speed 2 meter per second towards north. So like that. Okay. So this is the velocity. Velocity means it is the displacement covered by a moving. So displacement covered by a moving object in a given time. Okay. So what is the speed? Speed is it is a distance covered by an object. Distance covered by a moving object. Distance covered by a moving object in a given time. Okay. See here. So now consider one example. One object. Okay. So A to B. Say distance is 10 meter. Okay. One object will cover 10 meter distance in 2 seconds. 2 seconds. I will ask what is the speed and what is velocity. Okay. First calculate the velocity. So if you want to calculate velocity, then you should know displacement. So displacement means what? Shortest distance between A and B. Okay. Here 10 meter is the displacement, right? Because this is the shortest path between A and B. So now displacement is 10 meter. What about time? Time is 2 seconds. So velocity is 5 meter per second, that is towards B. Or say this is south and this is north. Okay. So velocity is 5 meter per second towards north. Next, what is the speed? So what is the distance? Distance is 10 meter only, right? Then what is the time? Time is 2 seconds. Answer is 5 meter per second. So here the speed is also 5 meter per second and velocity is also 5 meter per second. So now we can clearly say that in a straight line or in a straight line path, both velocity and speed are equal. Okay, in a straight line, both velocity and speed are equal. Okay, next comes one more. So now one object is traveling, say like this, using this path. This is a 10 meter and this is 20 meter. Okay, so now that object, it will travel using this path. Say it will cover 20 meter in 4 seconds. So now tell me what is the velocity and what is the speed. First I will calculate speed. Okay, so what is the distance? Distance traveled by that object is 20 meter. Then what is the time? Time is 4 seconds. So what is the speed? That is 5 meter per second. So speed is 5 meter per second. Then what is velocity? So velocity is 10. Displacement is 10 meter. What about time? Time is 4 seconds. Then what is the answer? Just divide. So 10, 4 2s are 8. Okay, 2. Then 5. So 2.5. So velocity is 2.5 meter per second. Here, while calculating velocity, we should consider not this one. We should consider the displacement, means that is shortest distance. Okay, clear? Suppose I will ask one object is moving. So one object is moving first A to B, then B to A, using this path only. Okay, first A to B, then B to A in 10 seconds. In 10 seconds. I will ask what is the speed. First, that object, it will travel from A to B and B to A. So total distance is 10 plus 10, 20. Okay. So time is 10 seconds. Then what is the answer? The speed is 2 meter per second. Then what is velocity? Started at A, ended at A only. Here what is the displacement? Here displacement is 0. Then what is the velocity? In this case, velocity is also equal to 0. Okay? When the displacement is equal to 0, then velocity is also equal to 0. Why? Because velocity is equals to displacement by time. So in this case, that object started at its journey at A and ended at A only. Okay, here there is no shortest distance. So that's why velocity is equal to 0. Clear? See, in a straight line path, both both speed and velocity are same. Now we'll discuss one more problem. The odometer of a car reads 2000 kilometer at the start of a trip. Start of a trip and 2400 kilometer at the end of the trip. End of the trip. If the trip took 8 hours, calculate the average speed of the car in kilometer per hour and meter per second. Okay. So here we need average speed, right? So we know the formula. Average speed equal to total distance traveled divided by total time taken. What is the total distance? See, at the start of a trip, that speedometer it shows 2000 kilometer. At the end of the trip, 2400 kilometer. Then what is the distance? Okay, so distance traveled by that object is 400. Why? Because at the end 2400, initially 2000. So that object traveled 400 kilometer distance. So total speed is 400. Then what is the time taken? So trip took 8 hours, right? So 8. So what is the answer? The answer is 50 kilometer per hour. Why? Because here meter in kilometer, then time in hours. Okay. So I have told, right, we can write a set of average speed in meter per second or kilometer per hour or centimeter per second. Okay. So now here average speed is 50 kilometer. So now convert into meter per second. How to convert into meter per second? Okay. So if you want to convert from meter per kilometer per hour to meter per second, so just multiply 50 into 1000. Okay, 50 into 1000 divided by, sorry, 50 into divided by 3600. Okay, because you know 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. Then 1 hour is equals to 3600 seconds. So now we should convert from kilometer per hour to meter per second. Okay, so now we should convert first kilometer to meter, then 1 hour to second. Okay, so that is like, see, instead of doing writing 1000, 3600, just write, see, if you want to convert from kilometer per hour to meter per second, at that time just multiply 5 by 18. 5 by 18. If you want to convert from kilometer per hour to meter per second, then if you want to convert from meter per second to kilometer per hour, at that time just multiply 18 by 5. Why? Because here earlier I have written here 1000 by 1000 divided by 3600. These two cancels. 2 5s are, and this is 18. Means 5 by 18 only. Okay. See, if you want to convert from kilometer per hour to meter per second, just multiply 5 by 18. If you want to convert from meter per second to kilometer per hour, at that time multiply 18 by 5. So now this speed it is in kilometer per hour. So now our work is to convert from kilometer per hour to meter per second. So that's why we should multiply 5 by 18. Okay. So that we can write 5 into 5. 25, that is 250 divided by 18. If you divide that to 250 divided by 18, so we will get the answer, that is 13.9 meter per second. Okay, so this is the average speed of that car. Okay, see here earlier the average speed is 50 kilometer per hour, right? Maybe when traveling, that object maybe traveled see in this speed first 20, then 30, then 40, then 50, then 60, then 70, then 80, we don't know. Okay, but the average speed is 60. Okay, see that when traveling that object changed its speed many times. Just imagine it will take see it took 8 hours, right? Maybe we don't know, while traveling its speed changed many times, definitely. Okay, instead of changing the speed, if you travel with the same speed, that is 50 kilometer per hour from starting to ending point, then also it will take 8 hours only. Okay, so that's why we use average speed. Okay, so next photo, what are the differences between speed and velocity? So first, what is the definition of a speed? Speed is nothing but it is a distance covered by a moving object. So speed means what? Distance covered by a moving object in a given time. Next, what is velocity? So velocity is the displacement covered by an object in a given time. Then what is the second one? So formula for speed is that is speed equal to distance by time taken, and for velocity, that is velocity is equal to displacement by time. Speed is distance by time, and velocity is displacement by time. Okay. Then the third one, see formula, we measure both the speed and velocity in meter per second only, meter per second, and this is also meter per second. Okay. Then one more, that is here while specifying speed, here we don't want direction, but what about here velocity? When mentioning the velocity, we should use direction also. Okay. See, for that, speed is a scalar quantity. Speed is a scalar quantity, and velocity is the vector quantity. Okay, speed is a scalar quantity and velocity is a vector quantity. So tomorrow we'll study what are scalar and vector quantity. Okay, so I will stop here. Tomorrow I will continue the class. Thank you.